Hey YouTube, it's me, Trevor. Um, for those of you who don't use Google Plus, you probably won't know anything about this. But for those of you who do use Google Plus, um, a lot of you, or at least some of you, probably have heard of the Christian Girl. And if not, basically, now I don't know a whole lot about this account. Like, I don't know the person, I don't know a whole lot, but I'm still trying to figure out more. Um, from what I've heard, though, she is basically the biggest troll on the entire history of the internet. Not just that, but like I've checked out her profile, um, and let's just say there was a few disturbing things on there that I found. Mainly just she just talks like, one of the posts that I found was a picture of two puppies that looked like they had their flesh ripped off or something. And her comment under that picture was animals being soulless dolls. And I do not believe that because, it's obvious that animals have souls. Not even dogs, but just any animal in general has a soul. Anything that doesn't have a soul is a dead corpse, pretty much. And if that offended anyone who previously lost somebody important, I'm really sorry. I don't mean it in that way whatsoever. But yeah, basically, Christian Girl, she's, from what I've heard, she's a total bitch. Excuse my language, people. But from what I've heard, she's the most horrible person in the history of internet. Or at least that's what people have been saying. But then again, I feel that the smart thing to do, would be not to make or cast any judgments, on this person, as I don't know enough. Once I know as much as I need to about this account and this person, then and only then will I start judging her. Could be a negative judge, could be a positive judge. You never know. But basically, I was talking with two of my really good friends on Hangouts and telling them about this whole situation. And, well, to those two friends, I wanted to say, I know that you really want to take this person down, or study this person, or find out more and whatnot. If you two haven't already heard, a lot of people on G Plus are hating her for whatever reason. And I'm not saying I hate her, and I'm not saying that she's an okay person. From what I can tell, as one of my friends said, there is no hope for her at this moment. Not saying that I believe that entirely, and I'm not saying that I don't believe it. To be honest, like I said though, I'm not gonna judge until I know more about this person. Is she a jerk? Most likely. Is she a troll? Completely, 100% possible. Does she deserve to die? Who knows? But yeah, what I wanted to say to these two friends of mine is, thank you for, trying to help me all this time, not even for this situation, but just anything in general. Anytime I would feel down the dumps, as you would phrase it, you two would usually be there at some point to, get me back on my feet, as I probably have done for, one of you. I don't know if I've done it for both, so, but yeah, I've probably helped, I've probably helped you too on multiple occasions. And if I haven't, oh well. But yeah, thank you for everything you've done for me so far and everything that you've helped me with. But if anyone's going to take care of this little issue, I feel that it has to be me. I'm not saying that I'm going in alone. I mean, if you want to get involved, you can. I'm fine with it. Just don't make it too obvious that you're there on my behalf. Don't make it obvious that, it's my back you're protecting and all that. Because then it might make both of us a target. I mean, with all the, with all the crap I've started, with all the arguments I've started with other people, in attempts of defending a separate person, or perhaps just giving my opinion on something, with all the arguments I've got into on Google Plus in general, I'm surprised I'm not like a huge target on there for like cyberbullying. That actually surprises me, because it's like, I know that, well, let's just say you can't really gain anything without expecting to get something in return. Yeah. Hashtag equivalent exchange. That actually has a nice ring to it. I'm going. I have a horrible habit of getting off track, don't I? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, if anyone's going to take care of this Christian girl, I feel that it has to be me. Reasons for this are simply because, well, when I joined Google Plus, I made it my goal to help anyone get back up on their feet. I made it my goal to help people having a rough time and basically crush the haters and bullies under my foot, so to speak. And I'm not entirely stating that I will be violent every single bully. It's like, if they're going to bully someone, I'm going to first politely tell them to back off. If this does not work, I will continue to tell them to back off. And if they don't get the hint eventually, I might become slightly more irritated. But let's just say, because I made it my goal to, help anyone that's having a hard time, and to push away all the negativity, such as bullies or people who think it's okay to harass random people, or just anybody like that in general. Yeah, I mean, I made it my goal to, help said people, and if these people are getting picked on, I'm the one who will, make it right. And this comment is going to sound very stupid, but just hear me out. I'm pretty sure I've said this once before, but, everybody needs a hero every now and then. And I know what you're thinking. And I'm not saying I want to be some kind of Superman, because that's obviously impossible. And I'm okay with that. But basically, when I say everybody needs a hero, I'm basically saying that, nobody's perfect. And even the most mentally strong person still needs someone to, every once in a while, even the strongest person still needs someone to at least hold their hand as they're suffering and just say, you know what, it's going to be okay. You're going to get through this. But yeah, I want to be that person. I want to be the one guy who will literally go to any length and do any possibility to just get people back on their feet. I mean, we're all human. Sure, some of us live in different countries. Some of us have different skin color. Some of us have different accents. But I mean, we're all humans. So why one deserves to suffer, I can't see the point in that. Um, and to be honest, I've always believed, and still to this day, I believe that nobody in this world is truly evil or insane. Because, I mean, even people like, robbers and, you know, bad gang members and thugs and all this crap. It's like, even people like them, they were once a good man or a good woman, depending on gender, of course. They were once a good person. Something in their past obviously frustrated them to the point where they chose a life of crime. And, I mean, sure, people like robbers and gangs and shit, they might all seem bad right now. And, they probably are bad right now. But in heart, I believe that, they just never really had anyone there for them. So they kind of were stuck alone, suffering whatever they're going through. And eventually they got sick of it, and, suddenly they're robbers, or gangs, or rapists, or whatever. I mean, then again, I guess that's just my positive side speaking for me, huh? I mean, I really don't think anyone is truly evil. They may have had issues in their past that made them take the path of evil or crime or whatever, but they're truly in heart not evil. People like bank robbers and shit, people that chose the life of crime, if you will. Those kind of people just never really had anybody for them, never had anybody to, watch their back, never had anybody to hold hands with them when they were going through a time where they were just breaking down. And then again, robbers and gangs, and I mean that's none of my concern. So, but if anyone's gonna talk or take care of this Christian girl, I feel that it has to be my task. Like I said, I carry both the burden and the gift. My goal of trying to help people is a gift because sometimes, with enough effort and work and enough care, I actually help these people. I get them back up on their feet. I make them see the positive side. I get them to stop their negative habits. But it's also a burden because, well, obviously if my words don't get through to some people, they obviously end up, well, not in the best shape, let's just say. So yeah, I mean, I carry both a huge gift and a huge burden. And I mean, like, I'm doing fine, I mean, at times I feel like breaking down, yes. I mean, nobody's perfect. And I'm no exception. At times I still do feel like breaking down, but I try my best just to keep it together because, well, what's the point in crying about something if it's already done and over with? Now, just getting these words out, I have to kind of hold back a few tears because, while I was talking about helping people and all that, there's this friend of mine that has a very rough time. She doesn't use Google Plus, as far as I know, so you guys probably don't know her. But basically, she used to cut, and I think maybe she still does occasionally. And she has thoughts of suicide. She's never actually attempted suicide, as far as I know. She may have attempted it once, but she was stopped, obviously. Which is great. But yeah, I kind of have to hold back a lot of tears here because, she's a really nice girl, and, I mean, like I said, nobody deserves to go through this kind of pain. I mean, like, she's, I'm kind of nervous to admit this, but at the same time, I don't really care. Like, said friend is a lesbian, right? And that doesn't bother me at all. Because, like, I don't care if you're, boy, girl, black, white, lesbian, gay, whatever. You're nice to me and I'm nice to you. Simple as that. But I mean, it's like, of course, gay people's a different story. It's not that I hate gays, but it's like, you don't hit on me, and I'll be your friend. You try hitting on me, well, you're out. Goodbye. Because, I mean, I'm not gay, obviously. But yeah, like I said, just getting all this out, well, for one, it's good for me in a way, because getting all this out on film, feels like it takes a lot of stress off me, or stress that I probably wouldn't have be able to deal with by the next day. And yeah, this friend of mine, I guess a lot of the times I just really worry about her. The only way I can contact her is through text messaging, and I mean, that's kind of how I met her too. That's kind of how I first met her too, is over text messaging. I know it sounds kind of strange, but I'll have to save that story for another vid. So, yeah, I mean, at times I just worry a lot about her. I mean, sure, I worry about a lot of you guys as well, because, let me tell you something, and a lot of you are watching this right now, I would love it if you just remember this. If you can't remember it, fine. But listen closely. When I talk online with people, whether it be Google Plus or YouTube comments, I don't just see a screen with words. Behind that screen, I see real people. I see people that are, well, people. I see people that go through struggles. I see people that just want a friend. I see people that are, in my opinion, awesome and have no problems and just, basically do whatever they can to get by. I see people that wouldn't even hesitate to put their life before mine. I mean, that's how I feel about all of you. I mean, whether it be the Lonely Latios or another person that I don't feel like mentioning due to the sake of her probably not being comfortable of me mentioning it, due to the sake of her not being comfortable mentioning her on film. But yeah, I mean, whether it's Lonely Latios or Sting Swampert or whoever, pretty much. I don't just see, words on a screen. Of course, I mean, the words are what really get me half the time. But I don't see just words on a screen. I see real people. And I mean, well, I've probably said this before, but I truly feel that Google Plus is the place for me to be. And, well, I'm staying with Google Plus until the day I die, basically. I mean, when I'm 25, I'll probably still be using Google Plus. When I'm 46, I'll probably still be using Google Plus. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of good social media websites out there, but I find Google Plus the most inviting, let's just say. And I mean, I've made a lot of friends here on Google, and, well, I really couldn't have gotten through every day so far without them. And, well, I just wanted to say, thank you for everything, everyone. Funny. I never thought I would find myself getting this emotional over just saying simple words. I mean, you guys obviously can't tell right now, but I'm holding back so many tears. Some of sadness, some of joy. But I mean, either way, it's just, I don't ever want to leave. And, well, if there ever comes a time where I do leave, let that simply be a time for all of you to enjoy your time with each other and be happy that I was there while I was. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon, so you guys don't have to worry. But if there ever comes a time where I do have to leave, I really hope that you guys can just continue your normal life without me. And of course, it's not a bad thing to be sad about someone's loss. But I don't want your sadness to be so great to the point where you just can't go on. Regardless of what happens to me, I want everybody to just keep on going with their life. Both YouTubers and Google Plusers alike. Whatever everybody out there is going through. You'll be fine. A lot of you who are going through a tough struggle usually think that you won't be fine. I can promise you this, you will be okay. With a little bit of work and effort, and a little bit of, oh, you're gonna bully me, oh, okay, I'll ignore you then. Just a little bit of courage, pride, and just anything else. Just a little bit of determination and you'll be fine. I mean, I've probably said this already in a previous video, but it's like, I've been bullied for half my freshman year and all of my sophomore year by some guy who basically used me as a physical punching bag every single day. And security, office, principal, teachers, I've all talked to them plenty of times. And, I realized that they weren't doing anything about it. And so I'm like, you know what, F this, I'm done talking to the teachers about it. It's like, they always whenever I come into class in a bad mood, they wonder why, or they tell me, don't be yelling or you'll get sent to detention. And it's like, they wonder why I'm in a bad mood. They need to start doing something. They're the reason I'm in a bad mood. I mean, I've been bullied half my freshman year, all of my sophomore year, and even now as a junior, I'm still being pestered. So, I mean, if I can get through I'm just going to say this year, right? I mean, like, I'm a junior in high school right now, and I'm still being pestered. But if I can get through 3 years of bullying, then I'm sure any of you can just work very hard and just believe in yourself and believe in that you can get through whatever you're going through. At times, I feel like just giving up. But I don't, because I know that I still have too many more dreams I want to chase. Too many more goals I want to make. Too many more things I need to accomplish. I have too many more plans that I want to get done in this world. So I'm not giving up yet. I will take the struggles, I will absorb the sorrow, and I will just keep it all inside until one day, hopefully by the time I would probably die of old age. That's how I die, is all the frustration and all the anger and all the sadness and all the joy and whatever else, all of the crap that I've held in for so long. By the time I'm like 70, 80, 90, 100 something, I'll probably be dying of old age soon anyway. So that's how I probably want to die. When my time comes, obviously. I want to die from probably getting a heart attack or something. From all the stress and anger and sadness that I've just held inside. And that's just it. For people who think that, don't keep it inside as it will boil out someday. At the wrong place and the wrong time. but I'm very capable of keeping it all in. At times I wonder to myself, how much longer can I really continue with this, you know? How much longer can I continue with my life of just stress and being pestered on a daily basis when the only people there for you at school are, your 3 really good friends who always tell the person to knock it off, but to no avail. I mean, I'm really happy I have friends, and now that I really think about it, I don't have a lot to complain about other than being pestered, other than ultimately just feeling upset about anything that goes wrong. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot to complain about. So, but yeah, I know I've said it 1,000 times before, but I'm going to say it again because I freaking can. Thank you, everyone, for so much support and making me truly feel like, this is my home. Google Plus is my home. And as for those of you on YouTube who don't really understand the purpose of this video, it's to just simply get some thoughts out. Nothing more, nothing less. I guess most of this stuff I probably would have said to my Google Plus friends. But when I try to upload videos like this to Google Plus, it takes forever just to load. And I'm sure you all know when it takes forever to load something, it's very, very frustrating. So I just usually upload it on YouTube just for the fun of it. And then I tell my friends, hey, come check out this video. But thank you, everyone on Google Plus. I really, all of you, you really couldn't have made me feel more happier right now. At times when I would feel down about something, I would usually just go on Google Plus or Hangouts and just chat with someone. Hopefully, in hopes of maybe if I talked with my friends a bit, maybe it would calm me down a bit, or maybe it would help me, feel happier about whatever I was going through. And I know this video was really long as it is, so I'm going to end it here, but I'm going to end it on a good note, saying to all my friends that I'm really glad I met all of you, and I really hope you never leave, because without any of you, I couldn't have got by in these past few days. So thank you. And finally, to those typical haters, trolls, and bullies, as always, burn in hell, because nobody wants you. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching this. I know it was a very long video, and I apologize for taking up so much of your time. But, thank you everyone. I really appreciate it. Peace.